Alright YouTube, so for vlog number 3, actually, I almost said vlog number 2, but I forgot I uploaded a sketchbook tour, which is great, first June sketchbook tour, but 2 weeks ago I saw, I believe it was 2 weeks, maybe it was a week, I don't know, but Bring Her Back, A24's latest horror movie, and I can say it definitely was horrifying in a good way, so my rating of this movie would be an 8 to a 9 out of 10, I guess 8.5, but the things I didn't like about it, I can tell were like intentional and were sort of just personal, like preferences, and just sort of kind of pushed me a little bit to turn my head away because, you know, it was so grueling and gruesome, but that was the point, so that's why I'm reluctant to give it a lower rating. But it's not quite a movie I'd give a 10 out of 10 personally, but I did definitely enjoy it, and I really like these two brothers who directed the movie because supposedly they started out as YouTubers, and, you know, they went full on uploading a full-length movie, and it was so cool to see the beforehand previews of the movie to see how they made their movie talk to me, which they did a lot of unconventional things with, like filming in a different studio using Australian accents, they said, and supposedly they kind of just, like, you know, rolled the dice every step of the way, as they say, and it turned out amazing each way, which I'm really happy for them. I think these two guys are really cool directors. But haven't seen Talk to Me, but based on seeing this movie, I can imagine it's definitely a grueling horror movie. I like the lead character, or one of the lead characters, Andy, a lot, because even though he's just a teenager, I still kind of related to him with him being into lifting weights a lot, because I love doing that myself. And I can say that this movie definitely has a disturbing element to it. Without getting into spoilers, I'll say that the plot twist and a lot of the rituals at the end definitely had me super scared, but I was looking up, doing a little bit of research on these supposed, like, rituals and things that weren't really explained in the movie, and sort of I get the impression that it was sort of the director's intention to not explain everything, to sort of leave some things unsaid, which I definitely respect. And there are almost pretty much no jump scares in the movie, which I did like, because although I do like horror movies, I don't like jump scares. So something I really like is that the lead villain, sort of antagonist character, who was actually in the Paddington movies, which I didn't see, but I know are super feel-good, friendly, huggable, lovable movies, but, you know, this character is definitely the furthest thing from that. She's a sociopath, serial killer, not quite serial killer maybe, but sort of serial killer, but definitely a disturbing horror movie villain, to say the least. And I won't get into too much of the spoilers, but I will say that we definitely won't see this actress the same way in other movies like Paddington after this movie, because, you know, I really like that though, because I really like when an actor or actress kind of becomes like this unconventional or different character from how they usually play, because it kind of breaks the typecast. Not that I think she was necessarily typecast, because I haven't seen her in many movies, but pretty much say this was, like, you know, just amazing to see. But something I do want to get into is that I know I've been hyping up my Pokemon horror movie of Luke's Gengar, which, you know, I expect Mr. Luke to lose himself in that role, and sort of we won't view him the same as Luke's Batman after his Gengar, because Luke's Gengar Pokemon horror movie is going to give Freddy Krueger nightmares. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more soon. Congrats to the brothers for making this movie. I enjoyed it, and goodbye.